So tonight's lesson is called Killing the Perfectionist in You, because she's blocking you from success. What's up, guys? Coach Carissa here. Welcome to our channel. This channel is all about helping real women lose real weight by uncovering the fact that your breakthrough really only lies at the intersection of the actions you take and the beliefs that you hold, which is just our fancy way of saying that you can't only concern yourself with the physical actions you're trying to take, like how you're eating, how you're moving, things like that, but you also need to get a grip on what's going on with you internally so you can stop self-sabotaging, stop falling back to your old habits, and stop having to start over and over and over again. So enjoy this week's lesson and subscribe for more. So who here feels like a perfectionist sometimes? Yeah, big time. And who here feels like that inner perfectionist sometimes gets in the way of you reaching your goals? Yeah. Reality is, if you're here, right, it's because you want to lose weight, you're interested in losing weight, transforming your body, and that usually requires eating a little bit differently, right? Exercising maybe a little bit differently, and having some different habits. So that means change needs to occur, right? Which requires learning. And learning can't happen without mistakes and imperfections. So the more willing you are to take messy, imperfect action, the faster you can learn, and therefore the faster you can change and transform. So our inner perfectionists typically get in the way of us taking that messy, imperfect action frequently enough to get the results that we're capable of getting as quickly as we're capable of getting them. So let's kill her off because she's blocking our results. So tonight I want to give you guys a framework to guarantee progress week to week. Let's dive in. So if you're hitting your macros, right, following your meal plan, whatever, completing all your workouts, crushing your habits perfectly, do you tend to feel super confident that you're on track and progressing? Right? You're like, heck yeah, I'm doing it. What about when you don't? What do you tell yourself then? I've had to face this thought process a lot, today even. Each day, just like you, I have a lot of tasks I need to get done. And when I get all of them done, I feel very successful and very confident that I'm moving the needle towards my goals. But whenever I fall short, like today, and you don't check every single box, then you might feel like a failure or that you're going backwards. Anyone else relate? But the truth is we can't.
Too close to home.
Right? Dude, I'm speaking to the choir today. Rough day. But the truth is, right, we cannot nor should not expect our days to go perfectly according to plan. Because you might miscalculate your capacity one day and be unable to finish all that you intended to. Or you might have something come up and rob time that you expected to have. There's so many things that happen each day and each week. It's absurd to think we can judge our efforts based on a perfectionist's perspective or an all or nothing's perspective. Because life is far from perfect, and so are you. So am I. So how do we succeed? Tonight, I want to propose we change the narrative just a little. I heard a really excellent definition of success this week that struck me, and I wanted to share it with you. It's Earl Nightingale. He defines success as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. So how it was explained to me and what I understand it to mean is that if you're progressively getting more skilled in some of these areas that you need to be skilled in to reach your goal, then you're succeeding. If you're progressively getting more consistent with the actions you need to be taking, you're succeeding. If you're progressively getting better at overcoming obstacles, you're succeeding. And sometimes even if you're progressively getting up quicker after you fall down or spending less time on the floor, you're getting back to action faster and faster, you're succeeding. We can all agree there's tons of changes that need to happen in order for you to lose weight and transform permanently. We're not believing that lie that it's really easy and you only have to change a couple things, right? There's skills involved, there's routines involved, and a lot of things also involve you unpacking and getting rid of old habits and old ways of being that no longer belong, and that's work too. So to think all of that should happen overnight and without mistakes is ridiculous. It's totally and completely a process of progressive realization, which is not as neat and tidy or black and white as our inner perfectionist wants it to be, which is why she needs to die. Because we're not interested in temporary changes here or superficial results. We want our results to go deep and be permanent. Because then for that reason, we need to go beyond checklists here. And we need to go beyond how we gauge whether or not we're doing a good job or progressing. So listen closely. It starts with really, really believing that right now, we are not partaking in a set of actions that I'm telling you to do that you simply just have to check a box to. Because you are not on a diet and you are not on a program. You are using this program as a tool to unlock and discover a new lifestyle, a new way of being. You're in a process of becoming and behaving completely differently, or if you like it better, in alignment with who you're trying to be. From the inside out, or the outside in. So, as you take the actions required of you, because action is required, this is not something we're just believing into existence here, right? It's a team, actions and beliefs. So as you're taking the actions, or attempting to, when you fall short, when you mess up, when you do things imperfectly as humans do, remember you're on a journey of discovery, which cannot be judged by a perfectionist lens or an all or nothing mindset. She's going to mess everything up. When you're pushing forward and striving to improve, there is no such thing as failures or mess ups. There's only lessons. So learn those lessons quickly and move on. They're not in the way of your journey. They are the journey. Success is measured by making a 1% improvement daily, sometimes weekly, in the areas you need to work on to reach your goal. That's your new measuring stick for success. 1% better every day. No more did I hit all my marks for the week. If not, I failed and I'm going backwards. Instead, ask, did I fully engage with everything that I needed to the best of my ability and aim to get 1% better this week or this day than yesterday or last week? If so, progressive realization is happening, and therefore success is happening too. The only way you fail or go backwards is if you disengage, run away, close your eyes, bury your head, ignore what needs to take place, take a sabbatical, whatever you want to call it. Each day, become someone who eats differently, who exercises differently, who treats her body differently, who speaks to herself differently, behaves differently, and eventually looks differently. Live into it, be it, own it, nurture it till it's yours and you love it. If you're progressively realizing more and more each day and gaining a deeper and deeper understanding of the changes that need to happen and why, you're succeeding in a deeper and more permanent way than you could ever imagine. So stop judging yourself by an all or nothing mindset or a perfectionist checklist and start showing up every single day for yourself in the way of how you feel, how you feed yourself, how you pay attention to yourself, how you move and stretch, how you sleep, how you handle stress, how you support your gut health. Treat your food like medicine. When you're tracking, treat your tracking like a means to an end. It's a tool. If you're in phase 2, you're using it as a tool to rid your body of excess body fat. When you're in phase 3, you're using it as a tool to find out what it feels like to maintain those results. When you're using it in phase 1, you're using it as a tool to know how much you need to be eating to support your body, whether that's more or less. Treat your exercise as training, as a stress outlet, as a way to get stronger, a way to move better or reduce pain, not a way to burn calories or torture yourself or hate on yourself. Treat your sleep and rest as self-love and recovery. And know that if you're getting 1% better in these areas each day by touching them, paying mind to them, and intentionally improving upon them, one decision at a time, then you're succeeding and you're progressing, and you will win. Thank you so much for watching. We truly hope you enjoyed that lesson. So every single week we make room for one guest spot on these support calls. So if you'd like the opportunity to attend, ask questions, receive coaching, just hit the link in the description box, or you can head over to gainslinger.com/coach me. Once again, that's Gainslinger, GAINSLINGER.com/coach me, all one word. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you next week.